Hello, everyone. This is Coach JR, and I want to come back to you guys with a new Profit Flow Group trade idea, free trade idea. And today is Sunday, August 15, and I want to put it together because one of the things you need to know is you need to have a game plan. It's like any business. Like if you have a restaurant, if you have a gym, if you are a consultant, you need to have a game plan. And it take probably an hour or two of your weekend just to sort of draft that plan. And that's what we do at the Profit Flow Group. I'm just starting with the content I want to put out there so everyone knows what we do at this service. At the same time, I'm preparing a lot of great ideas, actionable ideas for members. All right. So let's get going. I think we should bite again, the apple. And I'm talking about the big company, ticker A. It's always a confusion with the ticker. Yeah, AAPL, that's Apple Inc. And unless you live under a rock, we all know what's going on. Apple is under the pressure. It's absolutely rocking at this time. And like I said, I think we need to bite again. And why I'm saying again is because members at the Profit Flow Group, they already did it. They already had a bit of a fun with this one. And members and the whole community around the Profit Flow Group went as high as 500% on that first trade that we had on Apple. And we were there for, I think, probably more 2 months, maybe. Sort of. But if you think that there's no chance you can double your money on the big mega caps, you're heavily mistaken. And I'm going to show you how you can, have the opportunity, how to get there. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's do a little bit of coaching first. Where are we? We're on the monthly chart, and absolutely, there's a question. Okay, do I take this high or do I take this high? I'm going to share with you what I do. This is the one. This is really the one that unless we don't have a full breakout, which we now have so far, the month of August have been a surprise. A lot of people comparing 2021 with 2011. And hey, it's good to know what happened. I don't think you have to use that as a map moving forward because the variables in the game have changed. All right. So you draw a trend line just as a guidance, and you can see we had last month in July, we have the false breakup, but it wasn't severe trap. Now we have a full candle, little of a pullback. This happened when you have a lot of bids in, little pullback, and then a continuation. That means, yes, whether you like it or not, Apple is on bullish mode and is set to come up with new all-time highs in the next 2 weeks. So that's what we want to do. After that, you have to measure. So if you're using TradingView or TradeStation, just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and go for the tool price range. All right. Click on the icon and let's just measure this and be very conservative. We have about $29, and the figures is 25% appreciation all the way from the low set on February of this year. Now, once the breakout, that means the break of $144.75 per share, then you go and project the unit, that's 29, let's call it $30, and that takes us on a conservative target in 2021 of $175 for the Apple, right? I think there's some Wall Street firms like Wedbush. They have they have what they call the bull case. It takes you all the way to 210, 225, and the conservative was 175. But based on this breakout dynamic and full price rotation, which we cannot say that there's a more aggressive version coming all the way from $103, let's just stick with this one, the conservative, all right? So I know there's a probability that in the next weeks, easily, I wouldn't call it next week, but about the next month and a half, you won't have a surprise to see. If you take a look at what it did in about 2 months, this is 9%, 9.9. This is about 6%. So about 2 months, you can see a full charge of $20. Now, based on this continuation, I will be looking at least in the next 2 weeks, the $155 per share on Apple. The reason is because, remember, if it's green, more mutual funds and even some big hedge funds are just going to bet for certainty, and they're just going to keep riding this baby up. Right. So you have my full scoop of what I think is 175 in the next 2-3 months. So at least to make quick money, let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what happened and how we are switching from a bearish trend, right? Bearish, but still climbing up, to a full range that momentum favor. Doesn't mean that you have to run and buy it, but it's favoring the longs. Now, with just basic technical analysis, we're just going to see why. Why is that happening? This is the top. This is the second top. So if you draw a trend line right there, that's the trend. We can say we were in a bearish trend line in the short term. And now, finally, what we have the breakout, full candle body. And then, like it or not, that red candle right there, it's a retest of the breakout. This is technical analysis 101. And as your coach, I'm here to guide you and show you exactly where you can see how you can see these opportunities, and you can learn that and eventually command your destiny and make a lot of money. Now, let me take this breakout. This is where I will set the triangle. That trend line is good enough for us, but let me share more with you on this video. Take a look at this. Let's say this is a breakout. I can see clearly. You can see clearly, or it will take time, but the more you do it, the easier it will become. This is the breakout, and this is the triangle that we're working on. I have the breakout continuation in the 4-hour chart, and then we have 1, 2, 3 points setting the trend. Of course, every time you see that this low is higher of a previous low, so this is the base. This is the base structure for a bullish momentum, bullish continuation, right? And after that, we take price range on the trading view, and we are going to measure this area. Okay, it can be this one, be more aggressive in the short term. And right there, the unit, we have $9.39. So once we have the breakout, which we have now, and support of the momentum tools, and there you go. Let me just once again bring that in, and we have $9. There you go. $9.58. So that takes us all the way to $158. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go for the call that will be $155 per share because I want to play a little bit of safety. And I'm not going to pick the weekly because that will be just flipping a coin. So I want to give you today, we're going to look at the most active, and I'm going to give you the October 27, 155 call. So far as Friday, it was minus 30%. The low of the contract was 19 cents. So that's about 100% above the low contract. Volume was huge. Take a look. 36,177 contracts. So if you take just take a calculator and take that to premium, that's $42 times 36, 177. Well, Friday, we had about 1.5, I repeat, $1.5 million going into this baby, all right? So we want to play that game. We want to jump in, ride it with the money. There's a huge increase in open interest, about, I would say, 3 times the open interest. And based on what we have, we are probably hitting bottom on this call. The opportunity now is for us to see this call churning bullish and go head all the way back to $2.25. That will give you, if that's the case, remember, let's just take the calculator, have all ready, $2.25. If you buy them under 50 cents, let's say you get 50, you're looking for a 450% return. I repeat, based on this analysis, based on the monthly analysis, based on the short-term analysis, based on the momentum tools, based on the volume we see here, based on every single piece of evidence, let's take a risk. Let's take some risk, and we can go and get 4 times our money in the next 2 weeks if Apple trades at 155 or above. Hopefully it does it faster so we make money and we don't get affected by the theta of the contracts, the call contracts. But so far, you can see that we are in a breakout mode on the 4-hour chart, and we're looking for an additional $9 in bullish price action on Apple. That will take us a little bit above our strike price. That will take us to 158. If that's the case, potentially with this trade idea, you're looking to make 4 times your money in the next 2 weeks. How about that? Like I said, guys, These videos are to educate you and guide you in what we do at the Profit Flow Group. So absolutely, please, I want you to know more. So there's a link in the description of this video. Go ahead, click on the link and take a time to watch the broadcast and exactly know more, a little bit more about my special technique, SDF, Statistical Disruptive Flow, where you can find exactly why I'm saying that we're going to buy this one again. Previous time, a little bit more conservative portfolio, takes a little bit more time. It went as high as 500%. This time, I'm taking a lot of risk on this one. Still, the risk comes in the time, so I'm giving a lot of margin to work. 155, when I do know there's a potential to see in the next 2 weeks Apple trading at $158 per share. It's about learning the game. So if you are ready for that, if you want to know everything else we do, we have the under the radar opportunities, we have the ETF Hunter, and of course we have our flagship technique, SDF, Statistical Disruptive Flow. If you want a piece of that action, then it's time for you to watch the broadcast. And once you listen to what I have to say, maybe then it's time for you to join the service, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week. This video will be the first one in the week. Middle of the week, Wednesday, late Wednesday, I will be coming with another brilliant idea for you guys to pay attention. And if you may like it, you may want to jump in. Until then, remember, us.